ma'am.
Hello, are you Libby?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Anna. Nicholas's wife.
Hold on, didn't you mean to say his ex-wife? Have you come to talk to me? I don't... There's nothing to talk about. I won't bother either of you. I'll leave you both alone. I promise.
So, you haven't heard anything from Victor?
Victor. Did Nicholas ask him to tell me something? He hid me from everyone, but now that we're done, he spoke up.
Libby, the thing is that... he's not with us anymore. He passed away. The funeral was held last week. He was on his way somewhere. Probably to you. There was a landslide on the road he was on, and his car went over the cliff.
You don't joke about that kind of thing.
I'm not joking. Are you sick? You need to sit down. There. I'm calling an ambulance. Hello? There's a pregnant woman who needs help.
I wonder why they're not answering. That's much better.
Raphael, I need a favor from you.
Yes?
Can you take this card to Smirnov's for me? I'm not really sure if the patient needs to be admitted right now or if he can wait.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. Let me know. Are you a relative of Libby's? Excuse me, I'm asking if you're a relative of Libby's.
Yes.
Well, luckily, the baby is doing just fine. It's good you brought her medical records. The attending physician won't see her until tomorrow. He'll fill out her sick leave form. He needs an insurance policy. If you don't have it, you can just bring it tomorrow.
Well, I don't know.
What don't you know, ma'am?
I don't really know where she keeps it. Am I allowed to talk to her?
All right, you can talk to her before they move her to her room.
Thank you for calling an ambulance. But please go away.
Libby, tell me where you keep your medical insurance. So, the doctor says you'll be admitted tomorrow, but you will need medical insurance for that. And if I don't find it, who should I call for it? I have the keys to the apartment. It's Nicholas's. I'll make sure I leave it with the neighbor. What's her name?
The neighbor's name is Aunt Katie. I think the medical insurance will probably be in one of the bookshelves. Look for a blue folder. And there's nobody you can ask.
Tell me, when I get her medical insurance, who should I give it to?
If you bring it today, you can find me in my office. If tomorrow, then you should drop it off at the registry's office before noon and ask to speak to Dr. Eggers. He'll explain everything.
Okay, got it. Paulina, please text me if you need anything. My plans for the day have changed. I'm not going to work anymore.
Hello. Hello, Paulina. Hello there. Hi, Vera.
Hello.
Who's in there?
Same as last time, the boss and the Potters.
Well, that's amazing.
Wait, they don't want to be disturbed.
Vera, as a CFO of our big company, I have to be aware of all the personnel reshuffles that happen.
Well, Anna is our CFO.
Was. Good afternoon, John. Hello, Greg.
Hello. Hello, Paulina.
Excuse me for barging in, but there's a big problem. I'm afraid Anna is not coming to work today.
Paulina, please text me if you need anything. My plans for the day have changed. I'm not going to work anymore.
Our quarterly report coming up. We have 2 tenders that need preparation. We have to decide.
Do you have any idea what her plans are?
No, I don't have a clue. If I call, she doesn't answer. I'm already working late shifts, and I'm visiting my son this weekend. I can't sort out her problems alone.
Well, then I take it you have a solution to the problem. So tell us what you think.
So far, I only have one option for her. Maybe we should let Anna work remotely. It might boost her morale a bit.
I guess so. We can't possibly do it without her. It sounds reasonable.
So let me get this right. You want to appoint yourself as commercial director instead of Anna. And you want Anna to take over from you.
Well, that's for you to decide. But if I'm being honest, I just don't see any other options.
Did you see that? I remember that one time. The board of directors rejected Anna's idea in the report. It was Paulina's doing.
But there's no way to prove it.
Not without Anna.
I think that we need to discuss this with her.
Hold on, who are you here to see? Could you tell me your name?
Anna, and you're Aunt Katie, right?
Yes.
Libby told me all about you.
And how is she doing? Is she okay?
Yes, and the baby is fine too. I need the health insurance policy number, then I'm gone.
Paul. Do you remember that scammer I told you about? Well, she's back and in the house. Just hurry, and come over here. I'll keep her from leaving until you get here. Uh-huh.
20 years old.
Hold on. Paul Harris, District Police. Can I see your documents?
What did I do wrong? Ask Aunt Katie. She'll tell you. She knows Libby was taken to the hospital. I'm just fetching her medical card.
Libby was discharged from the hospital 2 days ago. This morning, she said she was fine, and as soon as you came in, the ambulance arrived. Please check her. Why would she come here sniffing for private information? I called the landlady, Valentina. She'll be here soon.
Can I see your passport, please?
Check my bag. I didn't take anything except the insurance. And here are the keys. I told Libby I'd give them to you.
I'd like to see your passport, and I'd like to know how you know Libby Samuels. It's just a precaution, that's all.
Here you go.
Okay, so you're Anna Toman, huh?
I guess she wasn't lying after all. Look at the surname.
I noticed that too. It's the same as Nicholas's surname.
And would you look over there? Read what that says.
A marriage declaration with Toman N.A.? I'm sorry. So you're Nicholas's wife. Then what does Libby have to do with him?
There it is. Take a look. They don't have any children. Her husband seduced Libby, and now she's having his baby. Can you believe it? I know this is true. I've seen it happen on TV many times before.
And Katie, that's enough about your TV shows. Can you explain this?
Give me a moment. I'll explain everything to you. Hey, Rex, I need your help. Yes, it's urgent. This can't wait.
Listen, Anthony, I'll try and get out early for you. I'll call if I do. Well, isn't that a surprise? You'll have to tell me later. You know I'm going to be exhausted.
You already took over the office, huh?
I'm sorry, I have to go. I'll call you back. The fact is, it's already my office. Anna and I agreed on that long before you even came here.
But circumstances change.
Is that what they call it now? I don't know what you gain by removing Anna from her position, and so soon after Nicholas's death. The circumstances look pretty nasty from my side.
There are a lot of things that aren't the way they seem to be. The intelligence of a few can see what is carefully hidden.
What?
It's a quote.
So, Paul, thank you for your vigilance. Well, goodbye.
I was just doing my job.
Just hurry up and find Libby, please. I guess the orderlies weren't real. I'll tell you, they took Libby away on purpose to steal her baby if I ever get my hands on them.
Thank you so much for the information. Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this, okay? Let's go.
Just know that I do remember her address. If you don't report back, I'll go visit her.
I don't doubt that.
I knew right away that that woman was a con artist.
Answer something for me. Is it always like this with you?
What do you mean?
Unexpected.
No, everything is always clear. It goes according to plan.
By the way, I was watching a new program yesterday. Yeah, it was about
About what?
the mothers.
The surrogates?
Yes, right. The one mother in the show didn't want a baby.
And
she
Katie, you
planned-
shouldn't believe everything you hear on TV, you know? I need to get going. Goodbye, ladies.
You okay?
I don't know. How did I not notice anything? How did he lie to my face for so long? I don't know how I'm going to keep living.
So Libby must have made up her mind and decided to give up the baby, right?
Oh.
And now this one comes along.
So what happens now?
What happens now? You'll be dragged into the court now. They'll question everything, even who you pay your rent to.
So what am I supposed to do?
Let's take you home. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Who did you draw the contract up with?
It was with Nicholas.
Oh, okay. So listen to what I'm about to say to you. I won't tell you anything bad.
Okay.
First, you're gonna take that contract and...
Is it true that you're Anna's replacement now? Weren't the two of you good friends?
Are you talking about the fact that I'm pushing her around?
Yeah.
I understand. But it's okay for her to steal my position instead, right? Oh, wait, I forgot. You've been here for 3 years. I was the financial director of the company. And I decided to bring Annie here because she couldn't find a job back then. Then I went on maternity leave. And during those 2 years of motherhood, she managed to gain John's trust while I was away with my child. To make it worse, I wasn't warned about any of it. That's the thanks I get from my so-called friend. I gave her a job and taught her everything she knows.
Are you serious?
If you don't believe me, just ask those who have worked here for a long time.
That is just ridiculous.
What are you doing in here anyway? John's already used to your tricks, and you know that Greg won't stand for any of this.
Actually, the two of them left. After they had their talk with you, they both left together.
I wonder where the two of them went.
What are we going to do? What if she decides not to show up today?
Well, that's the question, right? We'll stay there and wait for her. At least that way I can still leave a message for her to inform her that she has a performance review coming up. We really need to know about her comings and goings.
No, you can't leave a message. Let's wait for her and tell her in person. Yeah. I was really looking forward to taking a well-deserved holiday. At first, there was no way to ensure Anna's candidacy. How many times did you give up your position just to help move her? Twice, right?
3 times.
It's a good thing they offered it to you again. Otherwise, they would have sent someone else. I can't think of any other ways to defend Anna now.
It's okay, we'll figure it out. I've already spoken to the computer people. They're trying their best to restore the previous save file. Maybe we can prove that Anna wasn't the one who did the data report as Paulina claims.
I still don't understand why Paulina would want this. For her, Anna's promotion is a total win-win. Well, what was it that she said again? It's the circumstances. Well, what circumstances was she talking about? What happened?
Nothing, it's just that we won't be able to talk.
Hello?
Hello.
Tony, I'm sorry. Could we stop by Annie's place first?
Sure, no problem. For long?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean?
The thing is, she isn't answering her phone at all.
Paulina, have a great evening.
Thank you. She was supposed to come into work today, but instead she sent a message saying she couldn't. I'm telling you, this isn't going to end well. Our new boss isn't going to stand for this.
Did you have a change in management?
Yes, our new boss is the man that she left 15 years ago.
Well, I guess that explains why she didn't come in.
No, it isn't. She doesn't even know about it.
Why don't you tell her?
Well, that's why I asked you if we could go to her place. I can't tell her over the phone.
Right. Not over the phone. Shall we go?
So tell me, do you regret looking into this?
It's the opposite. It makes me want to put everything in its place.
Well, what could there be? Thanks for this. It was very good.
I'm not talking about Libby. This is about me. It's suddenly like I've woken up. And in my dream, my life was clear and according to plan. I've realized that's what Nicholas has taught me. He's the one that helped me. The last time a man I loved betrayed me, Nicholas helped me to get through it. He taught me how to live again. He taught me that if you want things to go your way in life, then you have to make a plan and follow it. And if something went wrong, then you clean up the mess and make corrections.
I'm sorry to say this, Anna, but this is complete nonsense. You're not a robot.
Well, it turns out I am. I've been living like that for 15 years. It's even hard for me to approach Nick. Perhaps he sincerely thought it was better for me.
That's why he led a double life and allowed himself to have affairs with other women.
You and your wife are divorced. Did she cheat on you too?
That's the stupidity of it. She didn't. When I was young, I had my own ideas, but I decided to follow her. She found out about everything. She was offended by it. She said that we can't live together without trusting each other. So she left.
You never got married again?
Somehow, yes. I haven't met one like her. Thank you. I'll do it. What?
Thank you. I just remembered that you have to give the report to Aunt Katie, and you know I didn't steal from Libby, right?
I think so, but people like Aunt Katie aren't so easygoing.
Maybe you could take the medical policy over to Libby for me? It needs to be finished by 8 o'clock tomorrow.
All right, I'll do it. Now, if you'd excuse me, I have to go, it's late. And you've also had a hard day. That's all. Thank you. You're strange, Anna. She stole your husband from you, and yet you're worried about her. You're supposed to feel differently about her, at the very least.
I should. Maybe I've completely forgotten how to feel. All right. Here's the policy.
All right, I'll call you later.
Thanks for everything.
No problem. Have a good night. Ah, hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Bye, Anna.
Evening.
Hello.
Hello?
Hey there, Anthony.
Who is that?
Hello.
It's a long story, but he's the investigator who handled Nicholas's case. He was helping with something.
Don't be so cagey. What have you gotten into this time? Why did you need an investigator's help?
I haven't gotten anything. I'm just trying to put my life back together, and it's not easy.
What, are you frozen? Take off your jacket.
Okay, take care.
Don't be so sad.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye, Anna.
I don't think I can take any more of this.
What's making you so angry?
She refuses to get her life in order. That means I'm the one who's stuck picking up all the pieces.
Oh, wait, what are you talking about?
Look, I'm really sorry. I'm just tired. I've been covering for her. All I've done is support her, and she just does whatever she wants. I'm sorry that we had to spend the evening in this madhouse.
Come on.
Tell me, what are our plans for the rest of the evening?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I've got work to do. But hold on. I've got a surprise. They're for a science museum. What do you think? They've got all sorts of gadgets there that they've disassembled, so you can see how they work.
But why'd you get 3 tickets, though?
It's for your son. I thought it would be a great way for us to meet. We'll wait till he's on vacation.
Thanks a lot, Tony. I think you're really sweet.
Paulina, wait a minute.
Hey, Mary, what's going on?
I wanted to ask you, why do so many men keep visiting Anna?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, yesterday I saw 2 men who came to look for her, but she hadn't arrived yet, so they just waited in the car. But she came back with another man, and the other 2 just drove away.
And what did the 2 men look like?
Well...
Excuse me, but where are you going? This is the maternity ward, so no visitors.
Maybe this will do.
How can I help you?
I need to talk to Libby Samuels. And I need to give her this policy.
Make your way to the 3rd floor. I'll let them know. Just put the robe on properly.
Thank you.
Cover your shoes when you get there.
Well, since Catherine couldn't reach you, she started coming up with her own conclusions. She wondered where you were. She's worried about you.
My cell phone died, but I didn't notice it right away. And now I have nobody to call.
Don't you have relatives? Anybody?
Yeah, I do. But I'm an orphan, so they don't care about me.
Wait a sec. Where do you plan to go once the baby's been born?
I don't know. The world still has good people. I'll just think of something.
That's amazing. Really? So you went with her to the hospital? Then you helped her with her insurance? Are you insane?
Well, she's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Don't you see what's going on here? That woman is about to have a baby. And who is that baby's father? Nicholas.
Thanks for reminding me.
I'm sorry, but I'm just stating the facts. And right now, she's on maternity leave. So in 2-3 months, voila, she'll apply for an inheritance. You can do that within 6 months of someone's passing.
I have the same hairpin as you.
Yeah? Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Anthony gave it to me. It's simple, really. She'll give birth and then get some tests done. She'll prove Nicholas is the baby's father, then apply for inheritance. Tell me, was the house registered to both of you?
Yeah.
That's not so bad then. She can only sue for a quarter. I'll make sure to talk to Anthony about it. I want you to know that becoming friends with the investigator was a good move. You need to keep in touch with him, just in case, okay? I need to go. I'm running late.
How's that? Are you satisfied? Have all your questions been answered?
Yes.
Well, that's good. Now, if you don't mind, could you give me the keys to the apartment so I can take the charger to Libby? You're more than welcome to call and confirm that with her.
Let me go and get the charger for her.
Yeah. You've disappointed her, you know. She's been telling the neighborhood about the horrors of surrogacy for the past 2 days.
Don't worry. She'll find something new on TV. I don't understand how you deal with them.
Well, I mean, she's pretty harmless.
She's harmless, you say? She's the reason why they threw a pregnant woman out on the street.
Here. Here you go, that's the charger. And please let Libby know that I have her things. And Valentina, the landlady, she left the rent money that was paid in advance with me. I'll give it to her when she comes back.
I see.
And Katie? Look, and Katie, there's something else I'm going to need you to clarify about your neighbor. Anyway...
You're late this morning, Paulina.
Well, good morning to you, too. Have you been moping here all night long? After your failed attempt to visit Anna?
I was just so sure that you were on top of everything. Does Anna know?
What does she need to know exactly? That you came by? Or that you're setting her up? You just tell me what you want her to know, and I'll try to make her understand.
Yeah, I'm sure that you would. But seriously, what's the situation over there anyway?
You're curious, huh? I'm sure you want to know what happened.
Yeah, I do.
All right, then.
You know, it's a strange feeling. It's like waking up. I see who you really are. But a part of me still wants to think you meant well. Goodbye.
You should know that she isn't giving up on any of her plans. She doesn't know how to live any other way. And for the moment, Anna is busy choosing candidates for the father of his future child. That's actually the circumstances. Well, of course you can propose your candidacy, but I'm afraid you don't have a chance. And she definitely won't be coming back to work anytime soon.
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. Anthony, darling, hello. I've been missing you so much. How about having brunch or maybe an early lunch together?
Polly, where is?
Hello, Vera. So are they together again?
Yes.
Look, I still don't get it. Is Greg the director yet or not?
And that, Polina, no one knows.
Yes. Vera, if anyone asks for me today, tell them I'm going to the tax office.
Okay.
Well, that should be better now.
Thank you.
You're getting much better.
Good afternoon.
Who are those for?
They're for you.
Who's next?
Thank you.
Look, I also have a favor to ask you. Just write down your number just in case, because your neighbor has a vivid imagination to say the least. I explained to her that you're fine, but you never know what else she'll get into her head. Libby, can you tell me why you live in a rented apartment? Orphans are entitled to housing.
Yes, I had an apartment. But my relatives asked me if they could have it because they couldn't get a loan without it. So I gave it to them. As soon as all the documents were reissued, they moved in on their own.
Well, it's clear that you're their relative. All right. We're going to have to deal with your apartment later, so call me when you get discharged. And this is also for you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Yes, it's Anna speaking. Good afternoon.
Wow, that's really good to hear. Your voice is better today.
Yes, I'm wandering around the city. I'm enjoying the last few warm days that we have.
Anna, where are you now? I'd like to come and see you.
Is there something wrong with Libby, or...?
No, Libby's perfectly fine, but I need your help. Well, maybe even some advice.
Okay, let's do it. Outside my office in 2 hours. I'm going to stop by and tell them that I'll be out tomorrow. I've just had enough of sitting at home. You know the address, right? I'll see you then.
Anyway, she wanted to ask you something. She was wondering if you could recommend a good lawyer. But honestly, I know she's my friend, but I find this whole situation quite shocking. I mean, the baby hasn't even been born yet, but she's already thinking about paying them off. God forbid this Libby girl figures out how to take advantage of her.
But that's all a contradiction.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Why did she call an ambulance for her husband's mistress? She went to the hospital with her and got the policy.
Look, I also don't understand it either. Maybe she did it just in case, to make it easier to bargain with her later? Say it.
It's nothing. It's just strange. You have enough problems of your own, but whenever you're saying something, it's about Anna.
I'm sorry, this whole thing really stresses me out. But you're right, I really do have problems. That's why I asked to see you, so I could tell you that I can't see you tonight. I have to see my mother, she's not feeling well. It'll also make Alex happy too. I'll prepare him for this surprise so long.
But I can take you until tonight. I'm free after 5.
Anthony, I'll be exhausted by the time it's 5 o'clock. But don't worry, I can always take a taxi.
Okay then. I'll call you a taxi myself. What's the address?
Thank you, my darling.
Whoa! So cool! Look at this!
Alex, let's go.
My
Let's
mom
go.
said she was gonna come later today.
Well, if she can make it, then she'll come.
Oh, Mom! Alex! Hi there! I missed you so much. More than I could ever put into words. Well, how are you?
I'm all right.
Mom, how are you feeling today?
Thank you, I'm doing well. Am I correct in assuming that you're only staying until the morning?
Mom, I already told you until Annie goes back to work, I won't be able to take any days off from work.
So I shouldn't expect you to be here next weekend either.
No, please don't expect me. Once you're on vacation, we'll go back to my place. And while you're there, I'll take you to a very cool place.
Where?
I'll tell you about it later. And I already have tickets. Isn't that amazing? Here.
Now this is really cool. Arthur told me that he was there with his parents recently. Who's the third ticket for?
Well, that's the other surprise. And if you want to find out, you'll have to be there. Thanks
Here
a
you
lot,
go.
Mom.
First, you'll have to tell me what the surprise is. And that's when I'll decide whether or not Alex will go on vacation with you.
Oh, hi there, Aunt Katie. Yes, I've already been told that you were worried about me. Thank you. I'm at the hospital.
How long will you be there? Only because I can't seem to stop stumbling over your stuff. Find out if you can ask someone to come and pick up your stuff. Oh, and don't worry, I'll give you your money, but in person when you get here.
Money for what? And I don't understand. Why do you have my stuff?
Didn't the detective tell you anything? I honestly thought you knew. Valentina rented your apartment to someone. And he didn't waste time. They're moving in tomorrow.
No, I wasn't aware. I got it, Aunt Katie.
Yeah, Alex.
Hello, Dad. I instantly knew that you bought the tickets. It's so great that we're all going there together.
What tickets? Where are we going?
Well, sometime next week, we're going on vacation.
Just a sec. Alex, I'm sorry, but I'll be out of town next week. I can't speak right now. I'll have to call you back tonight. Let's go.
Okay.
Mom, Anthony is a lawyer, and he told me that he really wants to meet Alex. And he's the one who bought the tickets too. So please, can you tell me what's wrong with you now?
What's wrong is that Alex hardly even knows who you are. And you're just visiting us.
Do you think it was my decision? Remember, it was you and George who agreed behind my back. that my own son would be better off without me.
Yes, better. How much I've suffered because of all of your lies. George put up with it for 3 years while you were married. And then he went back to rehab for another 3 years. I don't even want to imagine what would have happened to that poor child of yours if he'd ended up staying with you. And your lawyer is going to figure you out soon enough. I'm sure that he will. There's no reason for them to get acquainted. And where do you think you're going? Who's going to do your homework? Get your textbooks out. Sit down and do your homework.
Gosh, Mom. I'm tired of you taking the moral high ground. I'm 35 years old. So please, can I decide who I should be with? I am in charge of my own life.
You always make up your own mind. But I'm the one that has to clean up your mess. It's like living on a volcano, waiting for it to explode again.
Hello, Anna.
Good afternoon, Vera. Is the director there?
He's here. You want to talk to him?
No, thanks. I'll come in myself. Vera, where do you buy those delicious cakes that everyone loves so much?
I'm going to have lunch. Can I buy some?
I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Tell me, Vera.
Yes?
Where did Paulina go? I'm calling, but she's not answering.
She left for the tax office this morning. I don't think she'll be here today.
Strange. Are you going to lunch?
Yes, but if it's anything urgent.
No, go, of course.
Thank you.
Vera says Paulina was at the tax office this morning.
Well, maybe it's just for the best, even if none of it is true. I'll ask the IT guys to go through her computer to see if they can find anything. Uncle Johnny.
Yeah?
Are you feeling okay?
I don't really know. Blood pressure or something.
Do you need an ambulance?
No, nonsense. If you need anything, then call me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello there, Danny. Take me home.
Hello. John?
No, it's just me, Anna. Hello.